Hey everyone, welcome to the Getting Started Essentials video. One thing I had a big issue with is there's lots of sporadic spread out information on getting started, and there's a couple people who did a little bit more on getting started, but they kind of mislead you later on, or they're a little incomplete and you got to figure out a lot on your own. I wanted the perfect little all-in-one place video and links and a Discord that's organized with everything that you're going to need for this map making journey. So and I'm totally out to share this with everyone, the other groups that I have and everything. It's solely to help out other people and make their life a lot easier, and so they can get started and get started the right way. So let's do that. All right, so first thing you're going to do is go to the description below, and you are going to click on the Discord link. That's first step, number one. Okay, now you've been brought to the World Design Resources Discord. You probably are in a Welcome or General channel. You're going to go ahead and scroll down to Dayz and go into Essentials. All right, welcome to Essentials. Here you have a link that you can go to, and that will get you the map folder structure that you're going to need. In here, I have a step-by-step through text as well that go along with what we're doing in this video. So the first thing you'll want to do is have the Dayz game on Steam, Dayz server, and Dayz tools all installed and ready to use. So what does that look like? Let's pop in. Here's tools, but you would go into your Steam, and then you would go. If you don't have it, go to store, but I go to mine, and then you make sure you have Dayz and tools running. You can put your filter on to have games and tools on. You'll need them both, and there's also Dayz server, which we'll get to. So I'm assuming you've already gotten to that point if you're even, watching this video. But once you have Dayz tools installed, you're going to open that up. Okay, so we're going to launch Dayz tools, either from Steam or from like your desktop if you have the icon. Here we go. Let's go ahead and look at this. So now you've got it open, and if you're following through Essentials, you'll see it says Open Dayz Tools. You're going to click Tools at the top, mount P drive, extract game data, and be patient, grab a drink, and watch console until finished. So let's do that. Tools. I've already got my P drive mounted. You'll have a button here that says Mount P drive. You'll click that, and you'll get a project drive. And then you're going to click Extract Game Data. I've already extracted mine. If I end up having to do this again, I will maybe edit this video to show that. But for now, you do those things and you wait. You'll get a console that finishes, and it'll tell you it's all packed up, and then you can close that out, and then you're ready to go at that point. Okay, so you're going to make a new folder on your desktop for extras that you don't want in your project folder with your map name as the title of it. The example that I have right here says map name _island _storage. So this is separate from your main project folder, right? Don't use spaces, use an underscore if it is more than one word. That's important because it's not gonna work out later on when you're trying to get it all running. Okay, so next we have think of a map name and make sure you like it. This is important. You really need to make sure that you aren't gonna change it later, because it's gonna be a pain in the butt due to how much work it's going to take to change many configs and file paths. So pause the video, take some time, and make sure you know what your name is. Maybe you're naming it after a specific area, like an actual in-world location that you're doing a map generation of, or maybe you're building from scratch. So just make sure your name is going to be good to go. It'll save you a lot of trouble. All right, now you're going to download the link above and take the map folder structure and extract/unzip with your preferred method. I believe I use WinRAR or 7-zip or something like that. So here's the link. I'm going to open that up. It's going to take you here. You're going to right click that and you're going to download. It'll process it and you'll be able to go to your downloads, which I have mine here, and I unzipped it, and then this is what you get. You get this right here. In Discord, I have a little picture of it right there. You can see each folder will have a config in them. The name on each is going to be the first map I built, Elderwoods. That name will need to be replaced with your map name right here once you've extracted it and everything. And it'll need to be exactly how your title is, and you'll be copying and pasting that. And then, so you want to just make sure you double check all of them. So what does that look like? This map name folder right here, we would change to, before we even open it, we're going to rename and name this Essentials. So that's the name of the map, right? So now inside Essentials, we have a CE, that's Central Economy folder, a data folder, nav mesh, source, and world. Now, if we go inside CE, you're going to have Dayz offline.map_name. So this again would need to be changed to your map name. So put yours in there. I'm going to put mine. Essentials. And inside there, if you've ever ran a server, you'll recognize what's going on here. You've got all your map groups and your init-c, you got your configs and some XMLs, your area flags. You'll have your environment for the territories, and you'll have a DB folder, your database, with economy, events, globals, messages, and types. All that is set up and basically ready for you to either edit or overwrite these different things as you get to that stage in your build. So let's hop back into this so you know where we're at. We're in the central economy, and you will go into the config. Now I put down a link in the Discord to Notepad++. There's other programs you can use. Use your preferred. I recommend Notepad++. And let's go ahead and do that. So here we are. We're going to go in CE. I'm going to open this, edit with Notepad++, and see where it says Elderwoods CE. You leave the _CE, but you want to change Elderwoods to your map name. Mine, in this case, Essentials. And then we're going to save. Okay. So that just saved that config. Now we're going to go through this process with every single one of these. We're going to go into data. Here we have a DZ and a layers. Those will be overwritten as time goes on, but you have a config here. You're going to open that config and edit with Notepad++. And we are going to replace Elderwoods with Essentials. Now I'm typing mine in, not the best idea. I should actually just right now, so I've got it right now, copy it. Same, like it has to match your folder name, right? Which mine is Essentials. So you would want to copy that actually, and then make sure that that is what you have. And then we're going to save that. And then we're going to go back. And now we have the nav mesh folder. So we're going to go into nav mesh. And we got another config. Don't touch this. We're going to overwrite that in the future. Just worrying about configs right now. So we're going to click on that, edit with Notepad++, and rinse and repeat. Leave the _ nav mesh and whatever else you see. We're only changing the map name here. That way everything can line up. So Essentials, just paste that, Control save, and we're good. Okay, and now let's hop back and we're going to take a look in source real quick. Here we already have a map legend PNG. If you want to take a look at that, this is what that looks like. It's in another language right now, doesn't really matter. The computer is going to be referencing these colors, not the names. It's kind of a palette legend for you. And then in here is a one of each. This will help you later. This is an objects layer folder. It will have everything that in the game placed in like a certain area so that you can, see it all and utilize it. So don't worry about that yet. We're going into the layers config now. And in here, you're going to scroll down until you see anywhere that you see that has this, you want to change the name. So we're changing Elderwoods to Essentials, or you would change it to your map name. That's going to sound really repetitive and all, but trust me, it's going to help you out. And Control Save. Now this is referring to the map legend that we just looked at inside this source folder. So now we're going to go back and we have the world folder. Now in here later you're going to have what's called a WRP and a HPP. Well, you don't have those yet, so we just have the config, and we're going to edit that, Notepad++. And in here you're going to see several. Now you don't want to change, see where it says Shinaris Plus, you might think, oh, I need to change that map name. Don't touch it. These are defaults that are needed. You only want to go and change anywhere in here that says Elderwoods. Now, see when I double click this and it goes through and highlights, and you can see everywhere that it says it. So that you don't have any typos, I'd recommend going through individually and just, doing this. So change that to Essentials, right? Now I can go find the next Elderwoods, and when I click on it, I can see, oh, I missed 2 of them, right? And I can go back up, click that, and change it. There is a way, if you know your way around Notepad++, you could do this. You could copy Elderwoods, press Control Find, and bring this up. Another way is to press this little BA or something like that, and you'll bring this up here. So if you put in Elderwoods and then you wanted to replace that with your map name, so mine would be Essentials, you can have it find all of those. And so see, we got Elderwoods in all these areas, and we want it to replace, right? So we want Elderwoods replaced with Essentials, and then you would press Replace All. Now everywhere that it says, it'll show you these lines over here that Elderwoods has been replaced with Essentials everywhere. Now let's double check that that's spelled right, since I typed it in myself. Let's hop back. Yes, so it looks like it's good. So we want to go make sure we've saved that config. We don't need that anymore. Control Save. So now we'll go proof it, double check, class, Essentials. Okay, so we did good. Now everything has been adjusted to there. This is going to set you up for not running into a lot of headache later. So make sure that's saved, and then you can close out of that. We now have our basic folder setup done. We don't need this, if we like, see how it's under your download there? At this point, now we just need to take this. You can move it if you want. I'm just gonna copy it for now. We just want the Essentials folder and all of its subfolders. We don't need the map name folder anymore. And we're going to go to our P drive. Now, if you haven't opened it up, just a reminder, when we went to open Dayz Tools, we got this, right? And you go to Tools and you make sure that you've mounted your P drive, which means it will say dismount P drive if you've actually done it. So now that we know we have it, and the way you can check is by opening up your file browser, and you go down to like this PC, and you got a P drive, right? Or you can just find it right here and drop in this tab. So this is everything in my P drive. I've got a lot more than you're going to have, obviously, because there's my chaotic learning process and storage of my P drive. But now we want to paste this folder in here. And this would be our project map folder. Sorry, let me paste. Okay. So it's throwing in this. There we go. Essentials. So now here it is. We can click in it, go make sure that it has what we want in there. Good, it looks good. So now we are set up for the next stage and for getting Terrain Builder going. Now, at this current point, the video you're watching is what is going to be placed in Discord right here where it says watch the following tutorial. So that's as far as we've made it as I'm developing this page. You will notice in here there are many other links, which I will point to in the specific videos that I make, like L3DT and QGIS. Both are good to have, and at this point you need to make sure that you know kind of what you want to do. Do you want to make a map from scratch, you know, where you literally you draw it out on like a kind of a flat plane and you raise the terrain and edit it and adjust it, sculpt it all the way that you want, you know, just from nothing, kind of a blank slate? Or do you want to say, for example, I have a buddy who lives in New Zealand, and there's a southern island to New Zealand called Stewart Island. He made that into what's called Star Island, like he made it his own. So he took a real life place. We used QGIS and he got the terrain and all of that, and now he's kind of editing it. You could leave it as is, you know, and just edit, you know, adjust for buildings and things, and then you're not really worrying about much. Or you can take something existing, have that as your general starter, and, you know, you can make mountains bigger or valleys wider and rivers and whatnot. And you can add and adjust it as you want. So decide which of those three you want to do, or, you know, do you want to do kind of all of them? That you can. That's what I did with my first one. I just did Scratch. Built it all myself. I didn't even have a height map to start with. So a height map is what defines, you know, it's like basically the 3D buildup of your entire map terrain. So decide what you want to do and we'll go from there. So that'll tell you whether you're taking the QGIS path, the L3DT to get started, and so on. I went on Google Earth and just looked around for a while just for inspiration. And I based my map off of Utah and Oklahoma, where I live, and a little bit of Ireland and some favorite places that I have there, and just kind of merged those three ideas and concepts of terrain build and put those together. Now for you, don't know what that looks like, so yeah, just make a decision there and we'll get on to the next step. But this is the Getting Started Essentials video. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, and comment any questions and things you have. I'm trying to be direct and cover everything that you would need, but if you have, you know, if you're curious about more things, a lot of that stuff's going to be covered in the future. But go ahead and ask. I'll answer it, and it's there for someone else who's probably thinking the same thing. So thanks for watching. I really hope this helps. That's the goal here, is to make life a little easier for other people and just kind of, you know, build connections so that you can all, you know, work together. I think that's great. So thanks for watching.